Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome to another Thursday live training. Today, I'm excited to talk about digestive enzymes because I get a lot of questions on this. People tell me all the time I'm thinking about starting digestive enzymes, or my friends started digestive enzymes and said they were great. So I'm super excited to get into this one with you. So let's get started. So, digestive enzymes are one of the most frequently prescribed or recommended supplements in the wellness industry today. But are they going to help your bloating, heartburn, heaviness, that heavy feeling that you have after you eat, your constipation, diarrhea, or even your headaches or fatigue? Before we get started, let me quickly introduce myself for those of you who don't know me. My name's Jocelyn. I am a doctor of pharmacy and a certified functional medicine practitioner. I'm also a mother of three, and I do love yoga. For those of you who don't know, functional medicine practitioners specialize in finding the root cause of illness. Unlike pharmacy, where I gave a medication to cover up a symptom, now instead of covering up that symptom, I look at why you have that symptom in the first place. My health journey began when I was 20 years into managing a busy pharmacy and having three kids, and I was struggling with fatigue and brain fog and daily headaches that I could not get any answers for. That's when I started the journey that got me to where I am today. I decided to get certified as a functional medicine practitioner to try to figure it out on my own. So now I want to help as many people as I can, people just like you, to skip over the years of trial and error and the struggles that I went through so that you can get back to living the life you know you were meant to live. So if you have fatigue, brain fog, headaches, joint pain, digestive issues, or any other symptom caused by inflammation, I created the Gut Health Revamp program for you to get to the root cause of those symptoms. But the most important thing I want you to take away from all of my trainings is that you can make a change. You don't have to feel like crap for the next 30 to 40 years. Even if you are 50 or 60, you could have at least another 30 to 40 years. And it's never too late to make a change if you want to. I don't want to hear this nonsense. I'm too old to change now. You just have to believe you can do it and put in some work. It is possible to get back your energy, and it is possible to feel good again. So please do not give up hope, and I would be happy to support you in that journey. So, first, let me describe what irritable bowel syndrome is, because most of the data regarding digestive enzymes is regarding IBS symptoms. So, IBS, or irritable bowel syndrome, is a gastrointestinal disorder characterized by digestive tract symptoms that have lasted longer than 6 months. And this could include bloating, abdominal pain, stomach pain or cramping, also changes in bowel movements, including constipation or diarrhea, flatulence or gas, and even fatigue. Mood symptoms like depression and anxiety and headaches are implicated in IBS. So, when it comes to digestive enzymes, there's not a whole ton of research to go by, to be honest. I don't think there's any money in it for the pharmaceutical industry. So, unfortunately, research doesn't get done in those cases. But the research that is available does suggest that enzymes can improve IBS symptoms like bloating and abdominal pain, at least. So, what are digestive enzymes? Digestive enzymes are natural substances that your body makes, or that you can consume some of them from food to help your body break down or digest food. They are primarily made by the stomach, the pancreas, and the small intestine, but our saliva glands do make some too. We also need stomach acid to signal the pancreas to release these enzymes. So that's an important part in the cascade there. Now, if you remember from my antacid training, this is one of the many reasons that antacids can be so detrimental long term. Your pancreas is not getting the signal from the stomach to release its enzymes. Therefore, your food doesn't get broken down, which allows large proteins to get through the intestinal barrier, and you aren't absorbing your nutrients properly. Therefore, you end up with inflammation. So, if you missed that training and you want to listen to that, it's a really good one on antacids and why they could be making you sicker. Just comment antacids and I'll get you tagged in that training. But some of the major digestive enzymes in the body include amylase, which helps break down carbohydrates, lipase, that this one comes from the pancreas, mouth, and stomach. This enzyme helps break down fats into fatty acids. And proteases they break down proteins into peptides and amino acids. Pepsin, which is made by the stomach, is one type of protease, and trypsin and chymotrypsin are made by the pancreas. But with pepsin, it's super important that you have stomach acid to activate this pepsin so that you can break down these proteins. That's another reason stomach acid is so important. Then another one called alpha galactosidase. I can't say this. Alpha galactosidase. This enzyme works on digesting the complex sugars found in beans and cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cauliflower, the ones that you generally think of when you think of gas and bloating. And then, of course, lactase, which breaks down the sugar lactose that's found in dairy products. And then a few digestive enzymes that are made in our body are not made from our body, but are naturally found in raw and fermented plant-based foods that we eat, include cellulase, which comes from plant fibers from green vegetables, green plants and veggies. This breaks down cellulose, which is the cell wall plants, helps us break down those. Um, Bromelain, which comes from pineapples, and that helps us break down proteins. And then papain from papayas also helps digest proteins. Now, I want to mention what are called digestive juices. They're not technically enzymes, but they are contained in several over-the-counter enzyme supplements you may see. So it's important to discuss them here. And these include a stomach acid substitute, which is called betaine hydrochloride, and also a bile acid substitute, which is usually called ox bile. Um, but why should you care? Because in order to release your inflammation and reclaim your energy, which is what we do in the Gut Health Revamp program, you need to have these 4 pillars in place. We have to reshape your understanding of what leaky gut is and how it affects every system in your body. The microbiome, understand the difference between food allergies, food sensitivities, and food intolerances. Understand epigenetics and how all of these things affect every body system. That's pillar 1 of the program. In pillar 2, we remove inflammatory foods. In pillar 3, we restore your digestion. And this is where we focus on the digestive support, including digestive enzymes. We go from the mouth all the way to elimination and determine where support is needed along that pathway of your digestive process. And then in the 4th pillar, we rebalance your system. We do this with sleep, movement, nervous system regulation, hydration, and very importantly, removal of environmental toxins. So if you are struggling with fatigue, headaches, joint pain, digestive issues, or any other inflammatory illness, then your house currently looks like this and your roof is falling off. So in order to get yourself straightened out and get your roof back in place, to get back your health, to release that inflammation, and to reclaim your energy, you have to know the right questions to ask. So, in order to know if digestive enzymes might help you, several questions have to be answered. Have there been any abdominal surgeries? Do you have a gallbladder or have you had gallbladder surgery? Do you have any conditions that disrupt the pancreas? Do you take antacids or have you ever had an ulcer? Do you have constipation? Do you have diarrhea? Do you have bloating? What specific foods are you reacting to? Because, for instance, if you're reacting to beans or cruciferous vegetables like the broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cauliflower, kale that I mentioned, then there's a simple answer. You could try the alpha galactose supplement, commonly called Beano, over the counter, and that could potentially solve your problem. But if you're reacting to lactose in the dairy products, then you could simply try an over the counter lactate and see how that goes. But if you have any of the above conditions that I mentioned, the gallbladder surgery, the ulcer history, the abdominal surgery history, um, or are reacting to different foods than the ones I mentioned here, then those situations get a lot more nuanced and we need more information. So, for instance, for those people who've had their gallbladder removed, and believe it or not, it's roughly 25% of the population, it's crazy. If they don't have this very important organ anymore, there are very potential long term consequences because the body is not breaking down fats properly. So you're not absorbing fat soluble vitamins, your vitamins D, E, A, K. And as we know, vitamin D is essential for immune health. Um, Vitamin K is essential for bone health, for osteoporosis. So, if you don't have a gallbladder to store your bile and concentrate your bile, then the liver is constantly dripping out bile all day long. And this constant dripping of bile acts like a detergent on the mucus layer and starts to break down the mucus layer of the intestines. And this damages the microbiome and it leads to leaky gut, which leads to inflammation. So, in this case, a supplement containing ox bile might be beneficial, but if you're having bile acid induced diarrhea, which can also happen because of that detergent effect of the constant dripping, you would not necessarily want to try ox bile. So, there are a lot of nuances with these digestive enzymes supplements. So it's super important. And they all contain different ingredients. So you have to know what ingredient treats what condition or is for what food enzyme that you're lacking. But if I have taught you nothing else in all of my trainings, please remember this. You cannot out supplement a bad diet. You cannot ever overcome a bad diet by taking pills. So that pill or removing inflammatory foods is of vital importance. And I don't care how many supplements or probiotics or digestive enzymes you take, you're not going to be able to overcome that problem without changing your diet. And one of my other favorite sayings, a goal without a plan is just a dream. So if your goal is to release your inflammation and reclaim your energy, you need to have a solid plan in place. And I would love to help you with that. So reach out for any support. You can DM me or email me. But I hope that information is helpful for you guys. And I will see you next Thursday. Bye for now.